to the show today. We are talking about stat padding in basketball. It's something that's happening more and more in the modern era of basketball, mainly because we're looking at stats more than ever. Now that there's so many places to get your NBA related content, journalists and NBA content creators are analyzing the game in a more nuanced way. This team won and that team lost 89 to 101 isn't going to cut it for NBA fans. We need to know how many turnovers a guy had. We want to know a guy's true shooting percentage. And if you're a real sick NBA pervert, you might even dig into how last night's game affected a guy's VORP level. Sports fans are obsessed with the details, and they're talking about the details on a public forum. A public forum that NBA players can see and do see sometimes. So a lot of the times this is going to affect the way the NBA player plays. Consciously, but mostly subconsciously. So I want to start by talking about my least favorite NBA stat, or accomplishment. That would be double-doubles and triple-doubles. If you're not familiar with these two terms, a double-double is when you get 10 or more of an individual stat. A stat like a block, a steal, an assist, a rebound, a point. And a triple-double is when you get 3 or more individual stats over 10. Usually these columns are points, assists, and rebounds. Points being the easiest one to get. If you're an NBA player, you're probably going to get 10 points in a game. Then it's rebounds, then assists. Usually the starting center in an NBA game will get at least 10 rebounds. So for a skilled center in the league, he'll probably end the game with a double-double. Domantas Sabonis played 82 games last year and he had 77 double-doubles. Like I said, it's a very common achievement for a center in the NBA. But on every broadcast and in every game, the moment someone secures a double-double, the broadcaster has to say something. But the triple-double is significantly less common. The reason being the third easiest stat to get is the assist. But assists are surprisingly hard to get 10 of. I think stat keepers are getting stingier and stingier with what they're calling assists these days. Rumor has it back in the 90s, the Jazz scorekeepers were pretty loose with what they called an assist when it came to John Stockton's stat line. Hence why he's been retired since 2003 and he's still the all-time assist leader by 3,000 assists. My point being, assists are hard to get. So there are very few players in the NBA that can get rebounds and can play make. It's basically Jokic, Luka, and Sabonis. Sabonis actually led the league in triple-doubles last year with 26. I bet you thought it was Jokic, I did. And the NBA celebrates triple-doubles. They love them. Why? Why is the magic number 10? Because that's when one number becomes two numbers. We love nice round numbers and multiples of 10. You feel the same way, I feel the same way, the Mayans felt the same way. But the NBA has not always tracked triple-doubles. They only started doing it in 1980. And that's fascinating to me, because the father of triple-doubles retired in 1974. Oscar Robertson set the first triple-double record. Years before, you could find the words triple-double in any print media. Oscar Robertson didn't even know he was setting a record until we coined the term triple-double. So there is no way he could have padded his stats, at least to set that record. Russell Westbrook, though, could and definitely did. It's not his fault, though. It's only natural for Russ to want his place in basketball history, right? I don't hate it, because even subconsciously, he's going to be thinking about it. At the forefront of his mind is going to be winning the game, but on the back burner of his mind, he's going to be thinking about that 10th rebound. So there are compilations of Russ stealing rebounds on YouTube. Most of them are legitimate boards, though, but there are definitely some where he's trying to take it. I will forgive the rebounds after a missed free throw where no one really goes for it. It makes sense. You want the point guard to get the ball so he can go down the court and transition. Even when he pulls the ball away from Steven Adams, it's okay, I get it, it's still the same logic. Also, it is a strategy because the Oklahoma City Thunder is boxing out so Russ can grab the ball, but you cannot defend this.
Tried to come in there, he couldn't get it. Another try inside Robertson and coming out with an...
Online, people are going to say that this play was Russ blocking his own teammate so he could get the rebound. It's not really, though. He's just so zealous to get the rebound that he runs up and grabs it while his teammate had a open tip-in. He's not blocking his shot, but it's not much better. My main problem with Russ was when he was a Laker, though. He would slack off his man, let him shoot, and get in a good position so he could get the rebound, completely losing the plot. Chasing stats over winning. Russ stands, sound off in the comments, defend him, let me know what I'm missing, make it make sense to me. But Russ got what he wanted. He holds the record for triple-doubles in the NBA. Until Luka, who's a bit of a stat chaser himself, inevitably breaks it. So Russ isn't the only one chasing triple-doubles. I have to say, Giannis is well aware of his stat line. In a game in March of 2023 against the Wizards, Giannis wanted to record his 4th triple-double of the season. So he did this.
And on the time, Kispert off the mark, another rebound there to Giannis. He's going to finish 1 rebound shy of a triple-double. And that'll do it. Oh.
See, even before he creates that fake rebound, the commentator says he's 1 away from getting a triple-double. People are paying attention. It's very important for some reason. It's like this weird Mario Party minigame that everyone's obsessed with, when the real stars of the league are out there collecting stars, if we're sticking with the Mario Party analogy. Triple-double chasing has been ubiquitous throughout NBA history. Sometimes players will even try to get their teammates triple-doubles if they're close.
Dang. Oh no.
Oh, look at Birch trying to box out from Kemba, and then here's the box out. He actually ended up getting in his way rather than boxing out.
But the textbook story for triple-double chasing is the tale of Ricky Davis.
The Utah Jazz dancers since 1992. They're committed to helping you look, feel, live better. Find out more. Who's can
This is probably the most egregious example of triple-double chasing. I'd break this down, but it pretty much is self-explanatory, right? But unlike Giannis trying to force an offensive rebound, which he could make a legitimate case for, he could say, I missed the shot and I got a rebound. Ricky tries to get a defensive rebound by shooting on his own basket. I don't think it's ever been done before. It's kind of incomprehensible. I would think after that it would become almost an embarrassing achievement. Like, who cares? I felt like it would become known as prioritizing your own stats over sportsmanship. But no, it's still the NBA's favorite minigame. Man, I sure love the Mario Party. But it's not just triple-double. It's also just points in general. The Sixers left Embiid in a game that was pretty much over, so he could record the Sixers franchise scoring record with 70. Seems weird to continue playing your star player, especially when it seems that he kind of constantly plays in a state of pain. But I do get it. It's part of why we watch sports. It's sports history. It's a little bit romantic. I'm not judging. So I like the way Coach Steve Kerr handled Klay's 37-point quarter. Klay broke the record for most points in a quarter with 37 in the third quarter of a game against the Kings. Klay had 60 points with 12 minutes left to play, but Kerr benched him. I like it. Sure, it's entirely possible that Klay could have ended up with 82 points, one more than Kobe. But it's also entirely possible that he could have torn his meniscus in that game. I would say both are equally probable. So Kerr knew it wasn't worth it. The Warriors had a healthy lead. It wasn't worth playing their starters unless they absolutely had to. I'm not even gonna mention Devin Booker's 70-point game in a loss against the Celtics. It was a long time ago. He took a picture with a piece of paper that said 70, like he was Will Chamberlain. I'm sure Devin Booker now would find this pretty cringe, celebrating a personal achievement after a team loss. So the record-breaking stuff can veer into selfishness, but I totally understand why players are looking at their own stats, because they're trying to sign a new contract every couple of years, and team executives are going to leverage those numbers when they're trying to come up with their contract value. That's why players hate being passed grenades, or being passed the ball at the end of the shot clock, and being forced to put up an ugly low percentage shot. They're probably going to miss it, and that's going to bring down their shooting percentage. But that's between the player who passed the ball and the player who had to shoot it. But KD won't even shoot a half-court buzzer beater at the end of a quarter. He doesn't want to mess up his three-point percentage.
Yeah, will not get the shot off. Not want to shoot it from half court as the buzzer. It went in.
If he would have shot that shot before the buzzer, he would have helped out his team. Here's Tatum purposely not receiving the ball at the end of the game because he didn't want the turnover.
They're going to let the shot clock expire, and then the Lakers are just inbound.
So everyone is aware of their personal stats, and some players are aware of the stats of the players around them. Okay, so help me out here. There was a play this year where a player had 0 turnovers in the game, and he had the ball at the end of the game, and a player took the ball from him so that he didn't record a turnover at the end of the game. Help me remember who that was. I don't remember. Leave a comment, and if you don't know who it was, like the comment that did give the right answer. All right, thank you for being here. Thank you for the recommendations. You save me a lot of time when you give them. Like the video if you liked it. Dislike the video if you didn't. I reply to everything. Be good to your mothers. Eat a corn dog.